Hi everybody, welcome to Jennifer's Lair. Whoops, I've got stuff flying at me already. It's my little bat friend. I got her at Kohl's a little while back around Halloween time. I always find the coolest stuff around Halloween. I wish they had it all year round. Well, I'm just going to set it down here because it's probably going to fall again. But anyways, hi. I'm sorry it's been such a long time. I know that I have been gone for a long time, and I would like to tell you what's going on today. What had happened to me. Well, around April 26th, I think it was, I was starting to feel a little bit odd and didn't feel very good. And I was having issues with just feeling shitty, like real shitty, and I was like out of energy, and I was just not feeling myself. So I went in, well, it was a Saturday, so I couldn't go to my normal doctor, which, you know, because they were closed, so I had to go to urgent care. My husband took me, and I almost, like, you know, kind of was like, I'll be fine, you know, I don't really want to go to the doctor, it's a Saturday, you know, and I was, like, telling myself all this stuff, like, I didn't really want to go in at all, because, I just thought, oh, it's just, you know, something, you know, it'll pass, or whatever, but, I started to feel very, very weak the next day, which was the 27th, which was the Saturday, April 27th, the day that I had gotten in to urgent care. And when I got into urgent care on the way, I started to feel very hot. Like I had, you know, I was running a temperature for sure. And I'm not one to run a temperature when I'm really, really sick. It's just not unlike me. Normally when I have infections, I always check for the temperature, and I never have one. I never run a temp. So this was very unusual for me. And so you know, I'm in the waiting room, and I'm so weak that I can barely, like, walk. I'm barely, like, able to function hardly at all. It's just, it was hard for me. That was tough. It took all my energy just to walk into the clinic and sit down and, you know, you know, deal with the receptionist there, whatever, get signed in. And so we kind of had to wait for a while. I mean, it seemed like a long while, just because I was not feeling well. In the waiting room, I just kept, you know, dozing off. And it was a horrible thing. And anyways, when we got into the doctor's, or when I was able to see a doctor, when we got into the doctor room, they had told me that they were going to run some tests for the flu and strep, and I'm thinking, there's no way in hell I would have strep or the flu. You know, and I was kind of like shrugging it off, like, I never get that sick. I've never been sick. I've only had the flu once. I've never had strep in my life, ever. Well, now I can't say that anymore, because when they ran the test, I came back positive for the flu and strep. So they gave me some, I think it was Z-Pak for the flu. And then they gave me another medication. It was an antibiotic for strep. Okay, well, you know, I go home, you know, and everything. And I'm, you know, I'm resting and everything. And then there's a nagging voice inside me saying, you have to clean the house because you don't want anyone else to get this or whatever. My husband did get the flu, but he did not get strep, thank God. Because with both of them together, oh, that was not a fun situation. I wouldn't wish that upon my greatest enemy at all. But after that, you know, I started to feel fine, whatever, but then something else happened because of the antibiotics killing the good and the bad bacteria, which your body kind of needs a little bit of both, and it needs to be balanced. My body got thrown out of whack. So then again, I wasn't feeling well. I went into my normal doctor, and she said I had a yeast infection. Oh, the joys, you know. For the antibiotics, that's what happens. It makes your body produce a lot of yeast. Okay. Well, then I take that medicine or whatever, and then guess what? I'm still not feeling good. So I go back another time. And this time, I had thrust, which is yeast, like a yeast infection in your mouth, basically from the antibiotics. Yet again, lovely antibiotics they are. Not. Antibiotics, I do suggest getting them when you have infections and stuff like that, because it does help, but they're a pain in the ass when they kill the good and the bad bacteria in your mouth and everywhere else in your body, because then that produces yeast. And so you get these yeast things, and it also can produce other things, So then, not only did I have that infection, but then I came down with that, which is another infection. And then after I got rid of that or whatever, I still had this cough. And this cough had nothing to do with the flu or strep. It had been around since September of last year. So I was going through a lot of problems, and I'm thinking, God, why isn't this cough like leaving, And then I found out, my doctor was nice enough to look at it. She gave me another antibiotic for a bacterial infection, she thinks, because it seemed like it'd get better, and then it would like not get better, then it seemed to come back and then go away. And she says that's how sometimes bacterial infections happen. And so I was taking yet another antibiotic, and then just the other day, I feel a lot of pressure on my ears. I thought I had a ear infection, but it looked fine. She says I have some water behind my ears or something, and that if I don't, they didn't want to give me yet another antibiotic and then have my body all out of whack yet again, since they know how much I've been struggling with this and everything else. So it hasn't been good. Hang on one second. Charmy. No, honey. You can't go up there. Do you want to say hi to the audience? Do you want to say hi? I'm gonna show everybody your beautiful face. This is Charmy. She doesn't like to be held, but she was trying to climb up into my loft. I have a loft in my room, and I do not want her to do that. So I'm going to take her and put her out in the hallway. Come on. Oh. I'm going to shut my door. Sorry about that, guys. She likes to climb. She's one of those cats that will jump high distances, and then she gets up on my door, on the side of the door, on the rim there, and she will like jump from there. And I have like curtains on my closet door. I have black curtains with lights and a little Jack Skellington there. And she likes to balance herself on the beam of the curtain rod and then jump up to my loft. I have a huge loft up above me. So that's why I was like, no, because I don't want her to get hurt. She's done it a couple times, but I don't want her to get hurt. So had to take care of the cutie. Sorry about that. And she does not like to be held either. She hates to be held. So I put her out in the hallway gently, because she just doesn't need to be in here to make distractions. I already had another cat, Miss Punky, Miss Punky was behind my TV earlier, and she is actually into chewing on the cords. And so I'm getting, I found something on Amazon where you can get to cover your cords so that if you have pets that chew on the cords. Well, it hasn't got here yet, because I didn't use Amazon Prime. My husband has it signed or whatever, but I just get lazy and I just sign in my own, because I don't really have a Prime in my own name. So I just got lazy and I just said, screw it, I'm just gonna order it, whatever. But back to the stories now. Well, anyways, I got really, they're trying not to give me any more antibiotics, but she says that if I, wait 7 days and I still feel the pressure behind my ears and everything, then they'll give me an antibiotic for it. But I really don't want one, because of what's been going on with me with all of the antibiotics and all that. It's like, it's just a bit much. So we'll see what happens in 7 days. If I feel good, then, you know, I won't even have to call her. I won't have to, like, make, you know, another appointment, go in or whatever, get looked at. But she's a great doctor. I love her and everything. Her doctor, well, I call her Dr. Jessica because that's her name. She's a very good doctor, and well, I love her. So I couldn't thank her enough for helping me get well after the 6-month cough that I had, that I felt like no one would understand what was going on with me and everything. I mean, it would keep me up at night. It kept my husband up at night. So a lot of times, like, I'd fall asleep in here, and it's not, you know, this couch is not very comfortable. It reclines. So I would just pull out the recliner and kind of sleep on here sometimes, because I felt bad because I was keeping him awake at night, and he's on call all the time, so he's working, you know, we never know when he's working. So that was kind of like some of the information about, you know, why I haven't been on here making videos, putting any new videos out. And then, in the mix of me being all sick and everything, we had a graduation. We hosted it, so we had a lot to do. His mom, and her husband, and then my husband and myself, we had a lot to do. Me and my in-law, my mother-in-law, we made, I can't remember how many sandwiches. It was a lot of sandwiches. We made, like, sandwiches with turkey and ham and butter on them, with different, you know, we had wheat and white buns because people, you know, prefer one or the other, whatever. So we did a lot of that type of stuff. We made a lot of sandwiches. I just remember stacking them all and then saran wrapping them, put them in the refrigerator for the next day. They decorated. I was going to decorate, but I was not feeling the greatest, so, you know, but I did make him a really cool, like, it took me days and a lot of hours to put it together. I stalked his friends, I stalked his Facebook, my stepson, I stalked all of his friends and all of his, like, relatives, everybody that I could find that was associated with him, and I got a bunch of pictures, and I made a collage. And I wish I could show you guys, but if you guys, you know, have me on Facebook, you guys will be able to see that. Also, I'm going to say something. If you do friend request me on Facebook, make sure you tell me that you're coming from my YouTube channel, and just state that you're from, you know, you're a fan of Jennifer's Lair, because I don't really accept people I don't know, because there's been too many people being hacked, you know, and I really don't need my account being hacked. So that's just something, you know, just message me quick, you know, hey, I sent you a friend request, you know, stuff like that. I'm from your channel, because I don't want to deny anyone, you know, access to me, because you guys are my fans and everything. So I like to, you know, have contact with you, but, you know, I just don't trust anyone I don't have any mutual friends with and all that other stuff, because you know how that is on Facebook, like hackers. It's like, I don't need that. And we call some of these people ISIS, because they've got, like, you know, they're the sexy girl, and they're, you know, trying to get with the guys, and they'll say stuff. It's like, hi ISIS, no, you're not getting in onto my Facebook. I'm not stupid. And no, I'm not going to give you any damn money. You can go to work and get a job and work for yourself. So yeah, that's the way I feel about that kind of stuff. And then let's get back to what I was talking about, why I haven't made videos. Life has been happening very, very fast for me. I'm like, each day, I don't know if you guys ever feel this way, but each day goes into the next, and before you know it, like, weeks have gone by. And it's like, what the hell? It's like, I haven't even done this, I haven't been able to get this done or that done. Well, since I was sick or whatever, I do clean my house. So when I was sick or whatever, I was still kind of cleaning while I was sick. Hi guys, I'm sorry, my camera cut out on me. I have no idea what's going on with that. So I have to, yeah, I'm sorry. My video camera like totally blacked out. We were talking about we were talking about some of the stuff like, you know, why I haven't made videos. Why I haven't made videos. Okay, let's get back to it. Life has just been happening. I don't know if you guys have ever been down this road, but when one day goes into the next day goes into that day, and they just start racking up, and then before you know it, it's like you're 2 weeks out from where you were, and you're like, what the hell? And it seems like the older you get, the more it just keeps going on and on like that. You know, you lose the time very quickly. Time goes by way too fast. Well, that's kind of where I am now, between me trying to catch up with the house cleaning, because I didn't get it all done when I was sick, and I've been sick since April 27th, and I had just started feeling better maybe a couple weeks ago, but I've been trying to catch up. I've been putting, I had to do some stuff with my flowers before it got too hot. I planted a bunch of lilies, and you'll see the pictures on Facebook and all the work I did or whatever, and I put pavers in and things like that, and then did some mulch, laid down some wood chips. Me and my mother-in-law did that. It was a lot of hard work, but it was fun, but it's still like, you know, it was still work that needed to be done. Another thing is, my husband's all about, you know, weed control, so you gotta go around the house, because we've got flower beds all the way around the house, basically. Well, they're filled with wood chips. They've got bushes and, you know, some little trees and shrubs, things like that in there, and they've got some flowers. So basically, you know, I have to go around and get that stuff, and then I've also got inside work to do. So spring and summer is always like crazy for me, because I just get so busy, especially in spring, because I'm planting new plants. Like, I planted over probably 50 some bulbs this spring. I bought a lot of different lilies. I love lilies, so I just filled my flower bed with just lilies this year. So, and then I had some come up from last year because I planted a bunch of bulbs last year. Things just get crazy. And then since we had the graduation, we had to get ready for that. And like I said, I made this huge collage for Zane for his graduation day, which we were very proud that he graduated and everything. It was awesome. Things went very smoothly. Saturday we had his party, and then Sunday we had the actual graduation where we got to see him walk across stage and get his diploma. So that was a fun time. I really enjoyed that time, and it was just so much fun. And my parents were able to come and see Zane, and they brought my little nephew Hayden, which loves our house. He goes, "Oh my God, they live in a mansion." And that was cool. And he likes all my Halloween decorations, because we leave them up all year round. We have like the animatronics, which is my thing, by the way. I love Halloween. I love Halloween animatronics, as long as they're not cheesy or cheap looking or whatever. But sometime I will give you guys like a little bit of a, I don't know, show you guys some of the animatronics I have. They're pretty cool, and they move and they make noises, they light up and things. So, and they're life size. I've got 7-foot guys. I've got like some 6-foot guys. I've got Frankenstein. Frankenstein doesn't do anything, but he looks real. And I have the Wolfman. You know, there's a lot of stuff. And some of this stuff, like a couple of the electronic animatronics, they came from Spirit Halloween. So, and I haven't really been shopping there last year because I felt like they kind of missed, you know, a lot of the stuff. So it's either hit or miss usually for me, and they didn't really have much that I wanted. I did get the Hocus Pocus looking spell book with the eye, so that was pretty cool. I liked that. So, and I love Hocus Pocus, the movie. It's pretty cool. So, you know, those are some of the reasons why I've been really busy. Like, you know, we've had graduation, and then we've had, like, you know, I've been sick a lot, and then I've had, you know, several things going on. There's been appointments. I had to take my cat to the vet for her shots. So that was you know, that was some of the time. there's just so much stuff that was going on here. It's just been crazy, and I didn't expect to be this busy at all. So I'm trying to knock out some videos today. Hopefully I can get at least 3 to 4 more done today, but this will be one video, and I've got to edit it now thanks to my lovely camera because it cut out. I don't know if this camera's got a setting or a timer or how this all works, because this is my new camera and I haven't been able to play with it much because I've been sick. And I did buy a laptop, so I have a laptop. I also have another computer, so I should be able to edit those things and get this out as soon as I can. I hope that everyone is doing great and you guys are having a lovely spring or whatever it is, wherever you are, because I know not everybody's from the United States, so that watches my vlogs and my videos. So I just wanted to say thank you so much again for hanging in there with me. I'm so very sorry that I have been, you know, gone this long, and I keep taking these long breaks, but sometimes life is just getting in the way and I can't control it. So, you know, it's kind of is what it is at this point. So I'm so happy that I'm back. I should be back now. I don't know a schedule yet. I haven't really gotten the, you know, the hang of like the schedule thing, because I do get busy here and my husband's on call and things just get crazy really fast here. We don't really plan things in this house. We really can't with his schedule being on call all the time. He either gets a day off when he gets one off, or, you know, he goes to work whenever he goes to work. We just never know. So it's kind of hard for me to plan videos, so I'm sorry about that. I'm a planner myself and it kind of drives me crazy, but, you know, at this point it is what it is. But I guess I will talk to you guys later. And also, before I leave, I would like to say that if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and like, comment below, whatever you guys want to, you know, do or whatever. And because I enjoy reading the comments you guys give me. They're all positive. They have been so far, so I'm hoping so far so good. I hope you're all doing really well. And also, oh yes, before I forget, one more thing. Don't forget to join, send us a request to join the Gothic Inspiration. It's on Facebook. It's a page. Me and my husband, we manage it. We have a moderator, and she's really cool, and I really appreciate her a lot. And the page is basically about DIYs, fashion, you know, inspirational things that are Gothic. And I really enjoy finding the content. That's another reason why when I was sick, I have scheduled posts from, you know, I can schedule things way ahead of time to be posted on a different day and times and everything. So I've been doing a lot of that while I was sick. So I'm a little bit ahead now, but I'm getting farther behind because, like I said, like the days are going by so fast and everything. So, but check that out. Check the page out. See if you like it. Send us a request. And it's actually 1 year old. It's 1 year old, and I think it's 2 days now, or is it 1 day? I think it's 2 because today's Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. All right. Well, the anniversary was on, I believe, the 9th. That it was created. And so, well, it wasn't called the Gothic Inspiration back then. It was called something different. So, but anyways, I changed the name because of the growth, and the group is really awesome. You guys make it awesome. If you guys are in the group, hi. Thank you guys for choosing that. I'm going to the extent of trying to find new content for you guys. I know that everyone doesn't like just like the dark and spooky stuff. They also like, you know, other things too as well. So I'm trying to go, you know, try to get more information, more, you know, inspiration for you guys. I like to share the memes and the jokes with you guys, and I like to share fashion and, you know, home decor and just photos that inspire, or maybe, you know, something else that inspires you. And if you guys, you know, always feel free to contribute, you know. If you see something you like, you think the group will enjoy it, come on over and just, you know, drop it in there. And if you guys are doing any arts and craft things, or, you know, you're selling them on Etsy or whatever, don't forget to, like, you know, go in and, you know, I support all artists because I'm an artist myself, so I know that it's hard. There's a lot of competition out there and you got to get your name out there. Don't forget to, like, you know, if you got some cool stuff to share, put your shop on there. You know, I have no rules to that at all. I like to help other people out. It's really nice and everything. So, I mean, I love to do it for people. And speaking of which, I will be doing a video next of a lady that, you know, she really did something really spectacular for me. She made a dream catcher, and I haven't opened it yet, but I've seen pictures of it, and it's gorgeous. It's so beautiful. That'll be one of the next videos I do, and her name is Morticia, and her shop is Morticia's Lair, and she's got a few Facebook pages, so go check her out on Facebook. She's very talented. I love what she does. I mean, she's got so many beautiful pieces, but of course, you know, I can't always buy everything. I would love to buy a lot of her stuff, but for right now, it's like, you know, just here and there. I'm gonna do collabs with people, and you know, I want to do reviews, product reviews, so, you know, I don't have a P.O. box set up yet or anything because I'm really not that big of a YouTuber, but when I get to be bigger, I'm thinking of, you know, doing some reviews on some other products. But I talked to her, and she's very nice, and she's awesome, and she made it for me, and I really appreciate it. So, hi Morticia, I'm so happy to receive a piece of your artwork. Thank you very, very much. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for joining me on this video. Some of it rambling. But this is what's been going on. Life has happened. I've been sick. So, but anyways, I hope to see you next time on Jennifer's Lair, and thank you so much for joining me. And I hope you guys all have a spooktacular day or night, and stay spooky. Bye.